MacVoicesTV at Macworld iWorld 2012 is sponsored by Otherworld Computing, providers of high-performance Mac accessories, including the new Jupiter mini-SAS line of shared storage, the new MiniStac Max 4-in-1 storage solution that pairs with your Mac Mini, and the new Power-to-You AC USB wall outlet. Find all this and more at macsales.com. This is MacVoicesTV at Macworld iWorld 2012 in San Francisco. I'm Chuck Joyner, and we are in the Otherworld Computing booth, a stop I always look forward to every year, to talk to Chris and let him tell us what's new from OWC. And Chris, before we start, I have to say thank you to you and Grant and the whole crew at OWC for sponsoring MacVoicesTV at Macworld.
No problem, it's our pleasure.
So I really meant that. Every year you guys come up with something that I end up spending money on, but that I can't live without. What do you have this year for me?
We like fun stuff, that's for sure. So this year we have the new Power-to-You outlet from NewerTech. So it's a dual full outlet as well as dual port USB. Now this can actually fully charge, so not trickle charge, but this will actually has enough power to power an iPad as well as an iPhone at the same time. So it's one of the only ones out there that actually does that. I believe it's actually the only one out there that does that, as well as being UL certified. You'll see a lot out there that aren't UL certified and that won't charge an iPad. So we got that covered.
Now before we leave this, I mean, this looks simple. It's a wall outlet. Is this something I can install myself, or do I need to call an electrician and make sure that I don't shoot myself through the other wall?
Well, that's kind of up to your technical ability. We do have some videos on our website that walk you through it step by step. You should see the instruction manual we include with this too. It's very detailed. It lays things out as straightforwardly as possible. So we don't want you to get hurt, so if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. Get an electrician, but we give you the resources to do it yourself if you feel you can. So.
And I have to ask, what are we talking about for this?
Under $30. So I know right now it's $27.99 retail, and we have a special if you buy more of them, it knocks the price down even more. So.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, now how about these sleek models over here?
Yes, these are new mini stacks. The one on top is the MiniStac Max. So as you can see on the front of it, there is an optical slot. So because we actually can build an optical drive into this, which is something the new Mac Minis don't have. So there's also a card reader on the front. On the back, continuing with the tradition of MiniStac, we have built-in hub functionality. So it has a USB 3 hub built into it. Now this vertical port here for USB is actually capable of powering an iPad and charging an iPad. So we're thinking there again, so trying to make things easy for you. Firewire 800 is on there as well as eSATA. So, and if you're looking for something a little more simple that still just fits right underneath the Mac Mini, we have the MiniStac, which is a quad interface enclosure.
And these come in what capacities?
Up to 4 terabytes.
Oh, is that all?
Latest and greatest hard drive capacity, yep. So.
How about the MiniStac Max, the optical drive? Is that strictly DVD, or is a Blu-ray option available? Or?
We will be having Blu-ray options as well. So.
That's very nice. That's kind of exciting because that'll bring Blu-ray capability to the Mac Mini.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a lot more third-party software solutions out there to help you like watch Blu-ray movies on your Mac type things.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have something else, and we're going to move this direction.
Yep, we do.
Okay. Okay, Chris. This one I want, but I might be able to live without because it's a little big.
Yeah, this is definitely a big product line we're introducing here. It's the Jupiter mini-SAS line. You'll have to bear with me because we're trying to take something very complex and bring it down and make it easier for people to use and utilize. So this whole system is built around mini-SAS. So if you're not familiar with mini-SAS, it's a single connection that has 4 SAS channels going through it. Now SAS is a lot like SATA, just more of an enterprise version of it. So each of those 4 channels runs at 6 gigabit per second. So through one cable, we're talking 24 gigabits per second of speed, of bandwidth. So it's a great type of technology to build a storage system off of. Traditionally, mini-SAS has been a direct attached storage, or DAS for short. So that simply means that the storage connects directly into the computer, and that's that. It's been great for that over the years. It's been very fast. So I mean, video editors love that because you have 24 gigabits per second of speed to deal with. What we're doing, the third major component of the Jupiter, so in addition to the storage units and the connectivity cards, so like the PCI Express cards, will also have a Thunderbolt adapter. The third additional component is the mini-SAS hub. We're calling it the Jupiter hub. So it's basically a switch that takes that mini-SAS, connect the storage into it, you connect the systems into it, and then all of a sudden you have a SAN system, a storage area network. So you're creating a network out of storage. What this means basically is that you have multiple workstations or servers or computers that are all connected to a central pool of storage. So you can put SAN software on that as well, and everybody can have access to that one pool. Or you can say, hey, I want these 4 drives to go to that machine, or I want these 6 drives to go to another machine. So you can do what's called zoning and zone those out however you want to, pretty much. Speed-wise, as I mentioned, we are talking 24 gigabits per second. Actually, if I hook in 2 cables to each point on that, we can actually do 48 gigabits per second. Pretty darn fast. So when you're comparing that against fiber channel, which is a fast SAN alternative, they're at 8 gigabit per second. So we are up to at least 24 gigabits per second. If you do that double cable configuration, we're at 48. Cost-wise versus fiber channel, for a 4 workstation setup, so excluding the storage, so just for the 10-meter cabling, the PCIe cards, and the hub, with the Jupiter mini-SAS line, we're at $5,000 versus a fiber channel setup, 8 gigabit fiber channel setup, easily $20,000, $25,000. So we're trying to be a whole lot faster and a whole lot lower on price. So, and we're getting it done. We actually have some benchmarks up here. I benchmarked our new enterprise SSDs that we have, so the OWC 6G enterprise SSD line, which are really cool, by the way. They actually have 10K read-write cycle counts on those. Unprecedented 7-year warranty on that. Those are mentioned in, and this is actually kind of a skewed figure because we're using disk utility to do the RAID. Once I have all the hardware RAID systems done, I'm easily going to be able to reach like 3 gigabytes per second of speed. And for a shared storage system, that's incredible. You can see how this would be very valuable for video production studios and environments like that. So I'm actually, these benchmarks, I'm topping out over 2 gigabytes a second. So that you can see the real world speeds are definitely up there. I actually have a line here that shows, important for video editors, the write stream that happens. And there's no drops on the writes, which is actually the blue line there. So yeah, very, very steady. A lot of bandwidth to work with.
I want it. I'm just not sure I can afford it. It's unfortunate, but this seems to be a hallmark of what OWC does at all levels, pro and consumer. They bring down the price and they improve the performance, so the lines cross. Yeah, and because this is built around mini-SAS technology, which has been out there for a while, this system will literally scale from a single user up to multi-user scenarios. This could even work in a big enterprise NOC, Network Operations Center type scenario. So I mean, literally, you could still buy the system as a single DAS. So it scales from price all the way on up as well. So single user all the way up to multi-user. So. I may get one of these, get rid of an end table or two and put this in. I could get a lot more use out of this. Absolutely, and when we come out with the Thunderbolt adapter, you'll be able to hook this up to MacBook Airs, iMacs, Mac Minis. So yeah, you'll have incredibly fast storage options. Chris, the website, of course, is macsales.com. Is everything we've seen shipping? Not yet. The Jupiter mini-SAS line, we're kind of previewing that. We're looking to start shipping some components by the end of February, March, maybe, around that time frame. So. Take just a second. You mentioned the enterprise class SSDs. What does that mean, enterprise class? Well, it uses a different type of flash technology, a NAND flash technology. It's called EMLC. So that designed to be a high read-write cycle count. Like as I mentioned, 10,000 read-write cycle counts on those, which is huge, which is why we can do a 7-year warranty on that. So. Great. Well, thank you so much. I've said it at the beginning. I look forward to this visit every time because I always want to take the stuff home, and I've got a couple that I can take home. This may have to wait a little while. A little bit longer, as well as the mini stacks. They're coming soon. So. Okay. All right. Chris, thanks so much. Well, thank you. Thank you. Folks, MacVoicesTV is at Macworld iWorld 2012. I'm Chuck Joyner, and we will be back. Thanks for watching. MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.